Okay, I'm like kind of like switching it up a bit. I think we wanted to dive into just about like relationships. We're not gonna get into specifics, but I don't like. I think we've all been in relationships here. So like, how do you guys like how do you like establish good relationships, boundaries, communication? I don't know, like I don't know. I'm just kind of like starting a little spark here, you know.
I think communication obviously is like huge in a relationship. Like the way if your partner is doing something that's bothering you, like you have to bring it up, and that's a huge
I realized
deal.
recently that is my biggest issue because confrontation is like the hardest thing for me.
No, to keep a healthy, balanced
You
relationship,
need to be able to
you
do
gotta
it, and it's like
understand where your
yeah,
partner's coming from, and
exactly.
you gotta like share your and express your feelings.
Right.
And when you're doing that, you should be open-minded. Don't disclose the other person.
For the other person too, it's like if someone's gonna tell you how they're feeling, like nobody needs to get defensive.
Yeah, it's just honest.
Like
Honesty is key.
Yeah, just for both ends of it.
Honesty and being like what's
Just
the word? Not humble, but like humble. Being like, oh, like maybe I do that, and I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Not being like, what are you talking about? I don't do that.
Being open to like understanding the other side, because at the end of the day, like you are not the other person, but you could try to understand what someone's going through, which is kind of hard to do in some situations. But yeah, I've learned that like just being communicative and just being honest with just like anyone, like people I'm interested in and just friends, like it's made a big difference. When you just lie or hide your feelings, like it makes everything burn and crumble. Like, and there's literally just no point. Yeah.
Especially, like, I also think this is like a big thing, like towards yourself in your relationship, is do not over compensate for the other person. Is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word.
Make excuses.
But
yeah.
Because
don't ignore
just because like they're saying all these things that like they're uncomfortable with, but that's just who you are. Don't change yourself for them. Right. Because in my last relationship, I'm not gonna get too many details, but like I completely didn't know who I was anymore because I was just changing myself so much just to please the other person. It's got to come to a point where it's like, no, like this is who I am,
It's all like just a series of compromises. Like you can't change yourself for a person. You guys can make changes, but like you're the person you are. You can't make changes, and someone has got to like appreciate who that is. And you got to appreciate like the faults in other people too.
But you're like definitely going to change when you're in a relationship, like regardless, you know. But it's like, is it a positive change or is it a negative change?
I mean, like for me, like with my ex, like we ended things like kind of really bad. And now me and her have like reconnected. Like I did a podcast with her, and now me and her have like reconnected, and it's just all because we're just being honest and communicative. We're not going back into a relationship, but like we're friends, and like yeah, like we talk and we hang out, and it's just like it's all good. Like she's come to my house, like hung out with my friends, but like I've told her like yeah, like our relationship like didn't end good, but like now that we're communicating, like there's a lot of stuff that like got brought up like in the past that it's like I see now, and like I'm able to just like learn from that. It's just all because of communication. And like I'm really happy that like I don't just have like this person that I used to be in my life just be like a stranger with, I like to say like a stranger with memories. That's what I call like an ex, a stranger.
I like that a lot.
It's crazy to me how you could be so in love with somebody and then literally in the snap of your fingers, next day they're strangers, and like it sucks. Yeah,
and yeah, for me, I don't like to call it like ex anymore. I say like a stranger with memories, like, and that's like way harder to hear than like an ex. But like the thing is that like with those memories, it's like what do you do from there? Like once it's over, you have those memories. It's like how do you grow from that?
Those memories haunt you.
They haunt you. I think you gotta learn from them. And I don't think it's something to get stuck in the past about, you know? I mean, of course, like, you're gonna hold on to them. Like, just look at it, like, I know this is, like, cliche and it's been said a million times.
Like, you were, like, holding your belly. I was like, just think about it like a baby.
It's just, like, you know, like, what's the, like, phrase? It's, like, smile. Don't cry that it's over, smile that it happened kind of thing. Like, that's very, like, you know, you move forward and, like, everything's gonna work out.
The cliche stuff is like is deep.
People come back, everything. Life just is a
life revolves around,
cycle.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't gotta.
Yeah.
It's not some harsh like. You know, like you you guys like came back. It's not like over.
Yeah. How
It
I
wasn't
see
a
it,
Well,
is, like,
or
The
anything.
relationship is over, but
relationship is
our friendship is there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say it's like a waste, you know, like, oh, they're a
No,
stranger.
no.
That's nothing's a waste. That's why I think
everything
it's, like,
happens
all
for
healthy.
a reason.
Exactly.
And I know that's so cliche, but like literally I live by that.
That's
and I
my
remind myself
favorite thing.
every
I'm waiting
day.
till like later tonight you find a quote. God does everything for a reason. Live, laugh, love.
God does everything for a reason. Jesus loves you. But nah, for real, like, I mean, like, everyone probably knows, but like, God is number one in my life. And it's like, if something, you know, if someone leaves my life, it's like, I don't stress about it because, you know, I put my trust in God. So if like they're gonna come back, like, they're gonna come back because, you know, it's God's will, it's God's plan. So it's like, if someone really wants to be in my life, they'll come back, but I'm not gonna force anyone to come back, you know. That's just how I see it.